Um, Guys, thank you for coming across me once again. This here is the channel Awareness Laws. This here is the Master Manifest and the teacher of the Law of Assumption. So today I want to be talking about sleepwalkers. So basically, sleepwalkers are the people that are living without knowing why things happen. These are the people that believe that things just happen to them because they are blessed or because they are cursed. They don't know why things happen to them. So it's a fascinating topic, the sleepwalkers in the law of assumption. It also represents you being able to manifest desires into your life and create your reality without you even realizing. Much like a sleepwalker who walks during the night, going from place to place, entering the room, not even knowing that he consumed or she consumed whatever or engaged in a certain activity. So the key principles that show if whether you are a sleepwalker or not. Okay, unconscious assumptions, right? So people often assume certain states. Sometimes they assume certain outcomes without being consciously aware of these outcomes, which they manifest into their reality. There's a default mode. It's when the human being is having a default mode of thinking, feeling, and being, which can shape their experiences and their manifestations. So, this haphazard way of feeling, entering different feeling states, entering different emotional states, entering different thought patterns. The sleepwalker is not aware of the fact that he's attracting that or she's attracting that into her life. That is becoming their future. So they also, another principle is the vibrational frequency. So the sleepwalker's vibrational frequency is haphazard because the sleepwalker's vibrational frequency, which is the thoughts, the emotions, assumptions, they attract any energy because the person is not even aware that they are vibrating at which frequency. So basically, this is the key principles that you can use, which identify a person if they are awoke or if they are a sleepwalker. So I'm just gonna read more into this. So basically, how sleepwalkers manifest, all right? So sleepwalkers, they have unconscious patterns. In other words, sleepwalkers may have unconscious patterns such as negative self-talks, fears, limitations, which can manifest in their reality. They don't even realize that they are the cause of the negativity that is happening in their reality through their thoughts, through their feelings or emotional states, and their limiting beliefs or their limitations that they have assumed. So, how sleepwalkers also manifest is that their assumptions are based on past experiences. So, in other words, the person is hanging on to something that happened in the past because he's not woke, he's still sleepwalking. So, he's not aware of the fact that he has to come out of that state. He's not aware of the fact that the past is actually recreating itself, which then perpetuates patterns and limits the person's potential to become in that state of vibration that they are seeking. So, also, sleepwalkers, they lack intentional focus. In other words, sleepwalkers cannot focus their intentions or assumptions consciously because they are allowing their unconscious mind to shape their reality. In other words, the person is not aware of the fact that it is them who is creating their reality because of what they are paying attention to. And they accept unconscious patterns and thoughts that actually end up shaping their reality. And they begin to believe that things just happen to them, as I said when we started the video. So, okay, now, how to wake up from the sleepwalking, how to wake up because most of the people are sleepwalking. So, this is how you wake up. You have to have an awareness of the fact that you are sleeping. You understand? In other words, by sleeping, things are just happening to you. Once you have that awareness, you have to reflect. You have to recognize. In order for you to be awake, you have to recognize your thoughts, your emotions, and assumptions so that you can become aware of your unconscious patterns. Once you begin to realize that you are focusing on what is not good for you, then you're gonna change that, right? And start to focus on what is good for you. Then the journey to waking up from the simulation begins, right? You have to intentionally focus on what you want. In other words, you have to consciously focus your intentions and your assumptions on your desired outcomes, aligning your vibrational frequency with your goals. You cannot be vibrating unconsciously. You cannot be held back by certain things that happen in your 3 dimension if you know who you are at the very end. You have to be awake to the vibrational frequency and personal traits of the person that you are in the end. This will automatically reprogram your mind. This will change your life. This will challenge and reprogram automatically the negative thought, feeling, and emotional patterns, replacing them with empowering beliefs and assumptions. So basically, that is how you wake up from the simulation and stop being a sleepwalker. So by acknowledging that you are the sleepwalker, you then become woke, right? And then you can be able to use the law of assumption. You cannot assume a state if you're not even aware of your unconsciousness, that you are actually controlled by unconscious patterns. You cannot be awoke from that state. So you can begin to wake up to tune into your true potential and take control of your life, of your manifestations, and create a more intentional, fulfilling reality. Thank you for your time. I love this topic on sleepwalking because most of the time people have a belief that things just happen to them. They don't understand why things are the way that they are. I didn't understand why things in my life were the way that they were. I didn't understand that I was recreating things by my previous thought patterns, by hanging on to things that happened or things that make me feel a certain way that I continuously am being aware of. Then, how I woke up from the simulation is when I began to become aware of the person that I am, the limitless being that I am. And I began to vibrate in that state continuously, even inwardly, with my inner dialogues, with my thought trails and my emotional states, as being the person that I know that I love being. With that being said, thank you for your time. Please play again when you listen to this one. Drop a comment, criticize, like, share. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you will learn that you are either woke or you are sleeping. Thank you for your time, and I pray that you wake up from the simulation and begin to live life as the best version of yourself right now, immediately. Thank you.